Okay, so earlier today I flat twisted my hair, and this is the result of the flat twist. Actually, one side of it came out really defined. The other side, not so much. I think that on this side, I started rushing, and sometimes that happens actually. When I start rushing, I make the twist a little bit too chunky, a little too fat, and it just comes out kind of frizzy. And that's what happened today. So the next time I will stick with my usual routine of smaller twists, a little bit more of the lock and twist gel, and I should have more definition. But what I did was, it didn't come out exactly the way I wanted, so I did some really big twists, some really big ones. I was kind of thinking goddess braids. I did those, and then I pinned it up all the way around. If you can see the back, I did some in the back, and hope you can see. And I also did some across the top. And then I just pinned it up into a puff, which is, I have to say something about me, is my least favorite style, because when I was in college, that was my style every single day for like 2 years. When I first went natural, the only thing I knew of, and this was back in 95 and 96, the only thing I knew about natural hair was a puff or dreadlocks. That was it. All I had to go on was Bob Marley or JJ's sister from Good Times. That was it. There was like no other style I could think of in my style dictionary. That was all I had. And I knew I wasn't going to lock my hair. I wasn't ready to do that. So I wore a puff all the time. And it became my signature style. And I feel like I'm too old to be just running around wearing a puff. That's just my own personal preference. But it looks really good on some people. And I kind of like the way it looked on me today, to be quite honest. But it's just not something I'm going to be wearing that often. But anyway, this is the result. And, well, here's one more look. I think I'm probably am going to perfect it, though, because this is something that I can, other nappies, other natural chicks can, you don't need a ton of hair in order to pull it off. And even the flat twists cover a multitude of flaws or lack of length or whatever you want to call it. I have some thinning spots, but you'll never know because I have flat twists in my hair. And I have spots that I'm trying to nurse and nurture back to health. But flat twists, I love them because you can hide a lot. So anyway, it's a really good staple style. It's good because if you can actually leave your hair unmanipulated, then it can grow. So this is a really good style that I think I could use as a protective style. And I also got something at the dollar store, which I thought was kind of funny. Kind of cracked me up a bit. At the dollar store, they have this. And this is why I said this could be a protective style, because if you can flat twist your hair and leave it unmanipulated, you can get a fake, what do you call it, a ponytail thing. You can get one of these. This is something that I would look at and turn my nose up in the past a million times. I look at it, oh, that's that cheap. I don't even want to tell you what my thoughts were, but just, I always turn my nose up and keep on stepping. But then I looked at the dollar store and I was like, you know what, protective style, protective style. If I pick all of these little Shirley Temple curls out, because I wouldn't ever be caught dead wearing it just like that, that's just so you know. But if I pick these curls out with a pick or just rake them senseless, it becomes frizzy and actually becomes believable. I also learned a trick from my aunt who's worn wigs for years, that you can actually dust a wig with baby powder and to take off some of the shine. I've also heard about people soaking wigs and soaking synthetic hair to get some of that shine off. So that's what I intend to do with this thing. When I first looked at it, I actually walked past it and I was like, wait a minute, maybe I could do something with it. You never know. I wanted to look nappy, because the one thing I don't like is hair that just doesn't look natural. I mean, if we're going to wear wigs and weaves, so be it, but let's keep it real. I mean, as real as possible. I mean, my hair is not going to grow out of my head straight, so why am I wearing silky, straight texture weave? It just, to me, it just doesn't make any sense. To me, for me personally, I'm going to keep it nappy the best I can. But this way, it's a good way to get the look without actually having to have my own hair exposed. And besides, it's way thicker than my own hair. It actually looks pretty good. I like it. So this is a goal for my hair, actually, to grow this thick, and that's what the castor oil is for. But look at that. Imagine, of course I'm going to cut it and shape it, but yeah, it went from that to that. And we have a dollar store out here called 99 Cents Plus. And I've never even considered their hair. I'm like, oh, that's just cheesy. But yeah, it actually has some potential. I think it can be worked with. One day I'm going to wear it. I'm going to wear it, and I'll show you how it looks. So anyway, there's my video. Thanks for putting up with me, and I'll see you later.